James, did you mute me?
Hmm?
James, did you mute me?
No?
Oh.
I purely wait for the stream to go live, and we are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL B League. Here, round 18 of the championship in the USA. Jack Meyer, you are on a 1 bar.
I
Which is
hope
absolutely
for
brilliant.
it to improve.
Yeah, your mic sounds good, so... Don't know.
Yeah, I just disconnected my laptop, that's all.
Yeah, hopefully your connection does improve. But we are here, round 18 of the championship at Circuit of the Americas in America. Last night, of course, we did have a full wet race pretty much throughout. And we also had a full wet qualifying as well, which was very interesting. Joining me in the commentary box, as you've just seen him join on your screens, is Elliot F6. Good evening.
Evening.
Evening. Right, let me just confirm the settings first of all, just before we start, because I know we had a problem last week.
Okay, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to run and grab a Corona. Be right back.
Okay. Well, at least he's not drinking and driving. Everything looks fine, yeah. Everything does look fine. Because, of course, we had old Stephen in charge last week. And he might have changed some of the settings, or I might have changed some of the settings, I'm not sure. But we are here, B League.
This is my first race where I do not have to worry about school.
Yeah, you've got a different timetable though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Lucky so-and-sos. Right, let me get the stream link out to everyone. I'll put in the FRL one as well if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Lovely jubbly. Right, they're all in. And I can take you through the running order of what is going to be happening tonight and the running order of the drivers that are going to be competing here tonight. Let's give out another batch of invites while we do this, however. So we've got Bjorn Voss, who is on F1 2018 but hasn't joined yet. We have also got somebody's like a rampaging elephant there in the background. Jack Meyer, KLC73, let's invite him, yes. All the Nexus guys, Niels, Stephen Perry, Rocco S-Boy. And let's invite Storm. Oh, still a winner's also on, let's get him in. And the bank job.
Say that Glocky will fire his way to victory.
Glocky, oh, interesting.
Glock
Very interesting.
It's a little joke.
Before we start, we'll wait a couple of minutes for Bjorn Voss and Stinner Winner, who I do believe will be joining tonight. Whether they're joining qualifying is another thing. We'll try and get us started as close to 7 o'clock as possible, because, of course, we had the PSN issues last week. Last night even, I should say. That's why you saw us late on the stream and whatever else. Goodness me. But, while we wait, I've got the B-League standings. All in a table format as well. So, Deneen is actually on 241 points, not 237. I've decided to take off his 10-second time penalty in Japan, which was unfairly gained, because I've seen the footage, and it was very unfair indeed. So, Fidgeting Dragon and S-Boy have been dropped one position each because of it. So, Deneen is on 241 points now, and not 237. Niels in second on 192 points. At the minute, it's 39 points separating the top. Even if Deneen wins tonight and Niels wasn't to finish, the race, the championship battle will still go on into Mexico, so physically can't be won here tonight. Glocky, Nexus Glock, is in third on 145 points, with Storm on 123 in fourth. Lixer, that's a bit of a strange name, I haven't seen him in a while. 104 points in fifth. Rocco in 6th on 101 points. Good to see Superhero back tonight as well, joining the Nexus Esports brand, of course. He's in 7th on 95. Mr. Bullboy 57 is on 80 points.
Yeah.
Fidgeting Dragon is in 9th on 75, and S-Boy is in 10th on 65 points. And of course, them two both moved down a position because of Deneen's penalty that was taken off, and he essentially gains that 10 seconds back. So how's the run done? Billy on 62, Still a Winner on 61, Goldie on 58, Toad on 55, and Bank Job on 52 to complete the top 15.
I want to contact Superhero. Is that Nexus Dynamic?
No, Nexus Superhero.
Oh yeah.
Have you added my extra point yet, James, at Bahrain? Yes, I have. I've put that in the standings as well. So you're now on 32 points and not 31.
Just give an update. There's still no sign of Still a Winner or Bjorn Voss.
I'll give everyone another batch of invites and then we can start. But don't start yet because your vote won't be counting and you may still be charged. Thought everyone would find that funny. God, lighten up. It is 7:01. Not funny. Right. 7:02, yeah? Oh, it's 7 o'clock on my end. It's 7 o'clock on my end. Oh, now it's 7:01. It's fixed itself. Ah, stop! $7.02 for me. Right, Bullboy, can you put Pock from it? Oh, actually, just leave it as it is. Yeah, we can begin. Keep your notifications on, Elliot. I'm going to turn mine off now.
Stuff.
There we go. Jack Maya on a 2-bar, hopefully nothing concerning. Rocco appears to be on a varying between a 3 and a 4 at the minute, so that's not too bad at all. As I need to get rid of my bloody Wi-Fi off my
I think you said your
iPad.
wife.
My wife, goodness me, I don't have a wife yet.
For
James Killer is Nexus Dynamic. Thank you to the one subscriber that has unsubscribed to us. Do appreciate you unsubscribing to the content here that we provide in TFRL. Whoever you are. What?
What? No, sorry.
What? What? Everything
sorry,
fine?
Continue. No, it's fine.
Was there a message put in the B-League chat by any chance?
No, I've got a private message that I didn't really know anything about, so that's all.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something wrong there. Goodness me. But we are about to go into qualifying here. Is it going to be a dry qualifying or is it going to be a wet qualifying? We shall see in a couple of seconds. It's dry. It's bone dry here in America.
Oh, lovely. Wait, before you mute me, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, what's it going to be like in the race?
It is going to be raining.
It's going to be raining. Oh dear.
Till plus 20 minutes, and then it's predicted to dry into cloudy condition.
Interesting. I'll just move my thingy for a little bit there. Am I lagging on the mic by any chance, just before I mute you
You're
guys?
all good.
Good. I thought I just saw the crowd being a bit funny, so I thought I may as well thingy. But are we going to have any action come out on track? Nobody has been released out on track yet. This is quite boring. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso, I think, coming out of the bottom. Oh, no, it's a McLaren. I should apologise. It's Bullboy 57. And I need to mute you guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. There we go. They're all done. Why can I hear Jack through your headset?
Sorted.
There we go. Bullboy and Billy on their outlaps though at the minute. I do believe there is somebody else that is on an outlap now. Yep, Pelly is on an outlap. But Bullboy first out on track. Standings have already been covered. Top 3. Who was your top 3 coming in tonight? For qualifying, that is, not a race.
Sorry, I'm a little bit thrown off. Do you know, I honestly don't know. Glock. Everyone's changed name. Who's Dynamic? Who is that?
James Killer.
Not him. Rocco. I got to put Rocco up there. I'm monitoring his connection currently. Looks all right for now.
Good. Keep an eye on Stephen as well.
Rocco will be up there. And I want to see Superhero up there. I really do.
Right, interesting. That's 4 drivers. I did ask for a top 3. Who are you going to whittle away from that?
I didn't say 4 drivers. I said 3.
You did? Oh, and Mr. Meyer has disconnected from the session, and he's disconnected from the party as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye indeed. Bullboy, though, his teammate is on a lap, running up into turn 1. 20 corners here of the Circuit of the Americas track. Looking very nice and deep into turn 1. That was a very nice line through there. Coming through to turn 2. Now turns 3, 4, 5 and 6. Replica of Maggots and Beckett's at Silverstone. Looking very nice through there. If you get a 25 first sector, like Bullboy has just done, you're on a good lap. Coming up the hill now to turn 7 and 8. Nice. This is turn 9 and down to turn 10.
I'll tell you what, Storm's just gone on, just started his lap, and he's got a dirty toe down the start finish straight onto his lap.
Interesting. Bullboy, though, is on his lap, running down the long kilometre straight here. He has got a car behind him, which I think is Billy, yeah?
Yep.
Bullboy, though, coming in towards the final sector now. Not looking as quick as what I thought he would have been. Coming into turn 15 now. Turn 16, 17, 18, the triple right-hander now away. Famously where Max Verstappen overtook on the inside of the corner, and where we saw a brilliant overtake last night, which I think was with either Punisher or Glocky on each other, I do believe. Bullboy, though, running up towards the final corner. He did run a little bit wide on the exit of second last corner. It doesn't invalidate him, into 32.8. Billy, 33.5 on a set of supers. That's a nice lap. Just flicking on board with anybody. James Killer now on the set of softs, coming through the triple right-hander. Nexus Dynamic, of course. Good to see the Nexus bunch coming into TFRL B League, of course. Investing in the future. Dynamic, 34.6, goes 5th with a set of softs. So he's more than a second off Billy, who's on a set of supers. Oh, Stephen now around the final corner, who was on the same competitor as Billy, getting very wide there. Not quite as quick as Dynamic there. Niels has just gone second ahead of Deneen. Pelly's gone pole, by the way. Superhero across the line. On his return, it was a 32.3, but it was invalidated. It's not bad up there from him. S-Boy now coming around the final couple of corners. Not sure if he's invalidated this lap.
Still trying to figure out, because you've got a different way of scrolling through the drivers. I have to keep spamming my R2 and L2 to scan through the drivers to select them.
I'd do it R2, L2.
Yeah, but you managed to select the driver and then ride on board with them.
Oh!
I have to ride on board with everyone.
Do you know how you said Glock would be up there?
Yeah.
There you go. Second place.
Do you know what? And he's on the slower tyre than
Super
Pelly
soft
as well.
He can find at least a good 6-7 tenths there, I think. See if anybody else is on a lap. Rocco might be on a lap, I'm not sure if he is. Just try and ball with him. Of course, there'll be big announcements coming on Monday regarding the future of TFRL. Not as TFRL as we know it. Oh, Rocco's coming in the pits.
He is not on a lap.
Not on a lap. Storm is, though, and he's coming to the turn 19, left-hander.
Went too deep through there.
He's coming in the pits. What about Superhero? Oh, they're all coming in the pits. What are you doing? Neil's taking a very slow into the pits there. Jacko, now he was on an outlap, so he's definitely on a lap. I can confirm that now.
He's got a Toro Rosso in front of him as well, so that's...
Up to turn 15.
Have you noticed Deneen's gone second?
Deneen has gone second, yeah, I missed that. 32.126, and top 3, actually top 4, separated by a tenth and a half.
Yeah, good stuff.
Jacko coming around the final corner now,
or
the thingy. Oh, he's coming in the pits. Oh!
I thought he was going to hit the pit wall there on the outside.
I thought he was going to do a Deneen. I thought he was going to do a Lewis last night, actually, when he crashed into the pit wall.
Who's Lewis? Oh, from A-League. Okay.
Yes. Billy coming into the pits. Dynamic is down on his lap. Just monitor this. 6 cents down. I don't think he's on a lap here. And Deneen certainly isn't on a lap, so that is the first round of laps set here. Pelly on top, Deneen second, Glock in third.
Everyone's coming straight back out now, James.
Yeah, more people starting to come out on their outlaps actually. Bullboy, Storm, Rocco, S-Boy and Bankjob all on their current outlaps at the minute. Bullboy backing off there in the middle sector. I think S-Boy is just about to line up for a lap here. Now, he has had a good string of results, S-Boy. I think he finished 4th last week in Japan, if I recall.
Couldn't tell you. Do not remember.
Let me have a check.
Though, he didn't get the line out of the last corner that I thought he would do. Wide in, deep out.
Yeah, S-Boy did finish 4th. Oh no, he finished 5th, sorry, with Deneen's penalty. So S-Boy through turn 1. Looking nice. Running quite a low ERS on his lap. ERS 3, yeah, I would be pushing on 4 and 5 maybe through the first half of the lap at least. And try and save some up in the final sector. 25.1 though through the first sector, so he's on par I think with Bullboy's lap at the minute. Looking nice through there as we approach halfway in qualifying. Pelly, Deneen, Glock, still your top 3 if you're just tuning in.
At the second to last corner, Bullboy having an off and running very slowly.
Is he backing off to start his lap by any chance? He wasn't on that lap.
His teammate in the pits, yeah, so he's
S-Boy taking a very wide line down the straight here, like almost running across the curb on the outside there. S-Boy though coming up towards the sector split. He's pretty much on par here with what Bullboy set, 32.8. Interesting to see. He's going to save up his EOS for the final burst through the triple right-hander though, turn 16, 17 and 18. Lengthens out the car now, going through, try and take a deeper line, it does save you time, and he has. Beautiful line through there, into turn 19 now. Looking nice, not getting too wide. S-Boy, I think this is going to be either ahead or behind. Bullboy loses out at the final corner, and I think he was going to be behind Bullboy anyways. But I think he might have lost about 2/10 out of the final corner there. Not too bad of a lap at all. Rocco's on a lap, and this is looking quick.
Here comes Glock. Good start to the lap here for Glock, and you said who was?
Rocco's on a lap coming through turn 15.
Have a go, Rocco.
Have a go, Rocco. And he is on a really good lap here. He was quicker than S-Boy in the sector split, in the second sector split. So he should be ahead of Bullboy here. Rocco coming up towards the final corner now. This is going to be on par with Neil's, I think. At the final corner, Rocco across the line. Second.
Wow. Good
Look how close this is. Goodness me. I think that was Deneen, but yeah, Deneen's just finished off his lap. Oh, Bullboy's gone pole. I literally came on board with him as well when he just ended his lap. Bullboy goes pole. But not by a very thin margin. That is not enough to get pole at this stage, especially considering the top six are separated by just under 3/10. What?
Oh, no. Superheroes
Oh,
just
for
jumped
God's
to fifth.
sake! Being told to get in the shower. Ugh.
James once again forgets to use his mute button. Well, go, James, because we've got about 8 minutes before the start of the race. Go, 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 go.
I'm gonna keep on board with Glock. I won't be able to move the camera for 5 minutes. Right, I'll go in now
Yeah,
and then
okay.
get out of the way.
No
Yeah, I'm
worries.
coming in.
Radio
I'm going in now.
broadcast. Niels does not improve on that lap. Where's Glock? Glock coming through the final corner. Not too sure if he's got a good lap lined up here across the line. He has. He's gone pole by 7/10 of a second. So he was building that one up for quite some time after using the super softs to begin with. Who else is on a lap currently? Let's have a look. That's nearing the end of the lap. Do apologise for the radio broadcast now, but we're going to have to do. Deneen, I believe, is on a lap into the second to last corner now. Very nicely there. Car in front moves into the pit lane. I believe that was his teammate. Could be wrong. Across the line, here he comes. 141.2. Doesn't move him up a position at all, and it was indeed, I believe, one of the Ferraris actually. Not who I thought it was. Nexus Dynamic is on lap. Someone improves there. I believe that was Jacko coming across the line in 9th. Let's see who else. Yep, Nexus Dynamic round the final corner. P12 improves, however, does not change his position. Who else have we got? Oh, Stephen coming through the final corner. Quite a way off the pace currently. He's run a little bit wide. Across the line, he does improve actually. He goes ahead of Mads. We've got yellow flags in sector 3. Who is that? I believe that may have been Nils trying to get across into the pit lane. Next car across the line will be Nexus Billy. So, formerly known as Wide Load Billy, coming around the final corner, 11th. And 2 seconds off the pace on that lap. What else we've got? Coming through the order. Quite a few cars in the pits now. Deneen's currently still out there chasing for a good lap. Jacko running quite slowly, obviously out of fuel. Yes, he is indeed. Deneen coming through the last sector, yellow flag sector 2. That'll be for the slow moving Mercedes. Deneen into the pits. It's not a lap from him. Jacko still running very slowly. Nexus Billy is letting the bank job through. 2 drivers not currently set a lap. That is Jack Meyer and the bank job. So, we'll just find out if Jack's made it back into the session. Paul Willie there. Where's Jack? What? Is he coming back? No worries. Thanks for the update. That was Ballboy 57, currently sitting in P2. Now, I don't know if there's been any changes since I've been in the PlayStation menu there, so I do apologise if there has been. I've missed those. In fact, bank job up to P10. So it leaves Jack Meyer, the only driver not to set a lap currently. As Billy gets a little bit of tow as well onto the start of his lap. As S-Boy also running around in the first sector. I know you guys are still on board with Glocky, so I can only apologise for that. Who is coming out the pit lane, so keep your eyes out for that, as well as the timing screens on the left-hand side, see if anyone improves. Superhero around the final corner and is out lap onto a lap now. As we're a bit late, he is now onto a lap. As Deneen is out of the session. See if I can ride on board here and find out what's happened to Deneen. I think he has just retired. Nobody running through sector 2. With 2 minutes to go, that's pretty unfortunate. We've got another lap in there. In fact, there he is, over to the side. So, we would have seen that on board with Glock. Have a look here whilst riding on board with Superhero. We'll be over to the, yeah, I can just see his car despawn there. Down at the hairpin. Not too sure how he messed that up. Have a look. Where is everyone? Not with a slow, yeah, the full boys are moving out of the way. Where is what? Rocker's still on his outlap. Someone else moves up there. Who was that? Let's have a look. Someone running up to turn 1. No one. Okay. Billy retires from the session. I don't know if that was a crash out or what, but Jack Moore has returned to the party. It'll be interesting to see if he makes it back to the session after starting dead last. As, who was that? Storm up to P3. Good lap there from Storm. Up into P3. Phenomenal lap. We don't see any other improvements at this point. Let's have to keep an eye on Pelly here, see what Pelly does. Around the final corner, I don't think he's quite on the pace, I think he's slightly off. 31, 132, 1. In fact, P4, so... Oh, that was an invalidation, I think. That one has retired from the session, it's understandable. Didn't take any part in the session. Eyes are peeled, Pelly retires from the session. Done enough for 4th, or so he feels. Rocco's still on an outlap. He's going to try and time it to be one of the last cars across the line. He's got slow moving Jacko in front. Manages to displace him on the circuit. Got a couple of cars off at turn 1, Mads being one of them. There's another car off up there as well.
As we tick down the final few seconds until the end of which is just about to end. Neil's on a lap going through turn 19. Mr. Meyer has returned, I do believe.
Yes, and Glock
Neil's
across the line goes even faster.
Oh, Neil's gone second!
Wow.
Storm
Still
through the final corner, improving. Storm goes second.
Yeah, Storm's got some good laps coming in. Right, who's next?
Rocco on a lap, Superhero, around the final corner.
He's
improving.
Stage.
4th!
Yep, 4th.
That's good considering he's been away for quite a bit.
Always out of the session. He has pulled off to the side of the racetrack.
He's going to get disqualified and then start from the back like he did last week.
Oh.
Zesboy, however, is on a lap coming through the final 2 corners.
Always been disqualified. There we go.
Yeah. He has been disqualified. S-Boy, this is a quick lap. This could be second. S-Boy. Oh, 8th.
No.
Not good enough.
Don't think he improved there, actually.
Rocco and Jacko are the only 2 on laps. Rocco's first, and then Jacko's next. Rocco around the final corner. He is improving here. He's going to go third. Oh, no. He doesn't improve.
Invalidated. Invalidated.
Jacko around the final corner. Jacko stays 9th.
So pretty good end to qualifying there for...
I hope I caught on board with Glock's lap, by the way.
You did. I believe you did.
Lyronix has joined us in the comments section. Nexus 1-2 at the moment. Glock should be to A-League. I agree. I agree. But it depends on what people's pace is going to be like next season. Glock's on pole here in the USA. Storm second, Neil's third. Superhero on his return, impressive in 4th. Pelly, Rocco, Deneen, S-Boy, Jacko, Bank Job top 10. Billy, Dynamic, Stephen, Mr. Meyer, and Bullboy right down at the back of the field. I may issue this now. Be careful going into turn 1. We don't want an incident like we did last night with Berra and Onyxmer.
Please.
Please. Just take it that little bit cautiously. Instead of going 100% into turn 1, take it at about 70%, especially in these conditions.
Wow. This is 2 weeks running we've had these conditions, James.
Intermediates, these are. And exactly the same. It's exactly the same conditions as we had for the start of last night's race.
We'll issue this as well now. If there is an incident, do not post it in the B League chat. Wait till after the race or express it in Discord, where the messages do not flag up on people's screens, causing a distraction. Thank you.
Yes. Totally agree there. And of course, next season I can announce exclusively that chat bans will be coming into place. And that's that is not only from a driver's point of view, that is also from an admin's point of view.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that...
Except from, like, necessary messages into the chat. Like, saying, if we call for restart or mass disconnections or anything like that, then admin shouldn't use the chat apart from that, yeah. Who?
I said, or to tell people to stop talking. Stop messaging.
No, well, not necessarily. If people do message within the race next season, then there will be applied penalty points. Okay. Because of our new super license system that has been brought in. More will be announced at the end of the stream. Top 3, however. Glock, Niels, Deneen for me. Top 3 in the championship will fill out the top 3 positions.
Yeah, I think Glock's just going to be too quick for Niels to displace him.
Storm in second though, good qualifying, but this is a totally different...
He's fourth, not second.
He's second? What about? I said Storm, not Superhero.
Sorry.
Yeah, Storm's second. Good qualifying from him in the dries. It is obviously going to be a wet start to this race. How do you see him getting on in the opening laps?
What?
How do you see Storm getting on in the opening laps? Because he obviously qualified second on dries. This is a whole different set of rules, essentially. How do you think he'll get on?
It definitely depends. Definitely depends, because we don't know who's got what set up on, and we will find out in the race who's got a race or a.
I have a feeling it's all going to kick off into turn 1. I really do.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Just make sure you keep it cool, keep it calm. Even if you drop down positions, keep it calm, you still can get points. But the championship can't be won, as I said at the start of the stream, the championship can't be won here tonight. So Deneen will go into Mexico possibly to be crowned champion. If Niels outscores him here, like he is doing in qualifying, it will all be different altogether. James Killer just taking his time at the back. Next is Dynamic, of course.
There's always one.
Joins up into the 12th grid slot. Good to see Jack Meyer's car is actually there.
Yep, he has returned. He will be participating in this race. But anyway,
absolutely crap camera angle. There we go. 5 red lights about to go out here for round 18 of the B League Championship, and it is 5 lights out and away we go. Penny gets a jump start for a drive-through, similar to what we saw with Lyronix last night, but Glock has got a much better start compared to Stone. There's a Ferrari getting very wavy in the background. Now that was bank job. Everyone taking it quite easily into turn 1. Superhero just touching the back end of Storm. Apart from a bit of a Constantina in the mid-pack, I think that was all clean.
That was good, I'll tell you what.
Has Jack Meyer gone round 5 positions there? Pelly's spun, Pelly's off. He's recovered it, he's recovered the car, but he is just keeping that out of the way, I think.
Yeah.
He is. Jacko and Deneen having a little bit of a battle going through the side-by-side section. Deneen on the inside line is going to have it, but Jacko now on the inside forces that car through. But not good enough. Deneen's got that place.
Battle for third as Niels is looking on the back of Superhero down to the outside.
Round the outside?
Yep,
up and under?
Yep. Superhero goes deep and watch the Ferrari behind over Rocco.
Niels, a little bit of contact in behind Bank Job and Dynamic getting quite close, I think, there, but rather really clean from most of the guys, except from Pelly cutting the corner, as we see Niels and Superhero running down the inside line. And look at Deneen on the back of Rocco in the background. 2x2 like Noah's Ark they go. 3 wide.
Rocco's got an additional place there.
Niels just lagging a little bit. Rocco trying to go around the outside of Superhero, not quite. Superhero defends that well.
Rocco.
What's in it through? How on earth have they got through? There's a spinner in the background. Mads has spun. I think there's been contact there with possibly Stephen or Pelly.
And one of the Toro Rossos is Pelly, yeah.
As Rocco tries to go around the outside of Deneen through the thingy. Deneen, however, tries to do Max Verstappen down the inside. Jacko running around the background. Jack Moyer running quite well. Dynamics round. James Killer round.
Yep.
So a little bit scrappy second half of this first lap, but Glock leads by 2 seconds. Storm second, Neil's third. Superhero, I think, forced off track there by Rocco and Deneen. Deneen getting a double toe. Deneen's got it. But is Superhero going to get a double toe here down the inside? It could be 3 wide into turn 1, not quite. Absolutely shocking camera angle.
Deneen.
Just pushes them off track again. Rocco's just got to be a little bit careful.
Deneen not allowing enough space here. Rocco is not allowing enough space on Deneen there.
Oh, he just backs off.
And
Superhero getting
off.
all out of shape
Jacko
as well.
Flew through there. And
He's out of control. Jack Moyer
Moyen
in the back of him. Whoa, that was sketchy.
Jack Moyen doing a good job here. Down the inside goes Jack Moyer on.
Yeah, Jacko just forcing it
there.
around the outside. Jacko's just got to be keeping it clean. Bank job in behind as well, forcing up the inside. Jacko just losing control of the car, I think, in these wet conditions. He's taking it a little bit easier now.
So look at further back. No, James Killer has pit and come back out.
He has. Petty down, obviously, as well.
That overspeed of that Sauber on the Ferrari, though.
Side by side, they run down the straight. This is for 4th place. Deneen's got the car ahead going into the corners. We back out onto the wide out shot. He's got the inside. Rocco gives him room, but Rocco gets a much better run off, and there we go. But is Deneen going to try and go around the outside here? Surely not.
He's still there.
Oh, Rocco just coming across a little bit. Not sure if he got caught on the inside curb there, which forced him across a little bit. Yeah.
Understeered through the wet.
Wet conditions really taking the toll on some of the mid-pack. Oh, Stephen dropping off on Bullboy.
Watch for Deneen. He is lining
He's backing
this up.
off. He's running in the spray. He's got to back off because he probably can't see where he's going at this point. Jack Moyer getting all out of shape. Oh, that was Jacko, I think, or S-Boy running wide in the background there.
And Deneen on Rocco. Again, that overspeed of that Sauber. Once again, has the acceleration, but doesn't quite have the top speed when it gets there.
Keep an eye on Bullboy. Keep an eye on these two. Keep an eye on Bullboy because he is closing up to S-Boy as well. Deneen up the inside line on Rocco. Nice move. But Rocco's going to get the run off. On the outside, but he drops in behind. Quite sensibly, I think, he drops in behind.
Superhero is very sideways through there.
Running through the S section.
To get in the wake of these guys.
Yeah, Jack Moyer is right on the back of him. Bullboy's lost time there, since I mentioned him. He's lost time, he's lost about 6/10. Oh, Neil's right on the back of Storm.
Yeah, that's been shaping up for a little while, but now it's there. The battle is there. Rocco's dropped back from Deneen, so Deneen's absolutely flying in these conditions, as well as Neil's here. Neil's going to get a good tight line out of here.
Storm under pressure here.
Short shifting up through the gears as Niels.
Nope, perfect gearing, I think, from Niels. He's closing right on the back. He is going to be probably ahead going into the corner here. Niels on the inside line, Storm on the outside. Niels breaks it down the inside. Nice move. He's up to second. Storm giving him plenty of room as well. Good respect between both drivers there. As we see Jack Moyer on the back of Superhero, however. There's a yellow flag, sector 1, sector 2. Is that dynamic by any chance? Yes, it is.
It is, yeah. And he's retired from the session. So not a good session there from James.
Billy and Stephen. Oh!
Yep, down the inside.
Jack down the inside of Superhero. Sorry, Jack Moyer down the inside of Superheroes. Just let lap. Beautiful. Down the inside there. Missed the move initially,
but Stevens. On Billy.
But he's got the run off. But he's going to have the inside line. Or Stevens got to back off this.
Keep an eye off as well here.
Keep an eye on that. Well, I keep an eye on this battle possibly developing for 8th place. Everyone, the top 6 now begin to spread themselves out. Bank job very sideways at the final corner. Jacko as well. Very sideways as well.
Deep. Watch for Stephen on the inside now. He's going to get... Oh, I was going to say he's going to get DRS, but he's not, is he? No.
Just running on board with Bullboy. Catching on board with 3 cars ahead of him. The spray being kicked off. Quite unreal amounts here.
So that should be that place taken and sorted.
Yeah, but he's got it. But he is the quicker driver on paper as well, so he should be getting to pull away now. Glock out in front, leader update. Glock out in front by 5.5 seconds. Neil's second, Storm in third, but Deneen is absolutely flying. He's right on the back of him now. cut back on board with the
yeah.
battle for third and fourth, locking up under braking though, and he's right on the back.
Watch for the overspeed.
Keep an eye on S-Boy, because I think Ballboy's just lost a bit of time again. Keep an eye on S-Boy and Jacko if you can, as I keep on board with Deneen. Around the outside line, this is Balls if he wants to... He's giving him room.
The outside.
Deneen could have cut in more inside there than first thought. He's got the move done, but he just could have cut inside and be free of Storm and get a much better run off.
I don't know how that could have gotten any worse.
Something fell down there on your end. Goodness me.
I was trying not to drop the controller and it flipped up.
Oh, Jackal down the inside of that bank job into turn 15. He's got the inside line. Bank job though is going to have the run off the corner. He's got the car ahead. Jackal's got to give him room, and he backs off quite sensibly once again. Oh, is he? Is he doing a Verstappen down the inside? Oh my God, Jackal down the inside has got him. Brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, he's hit the
But
back
bank job's got to wait up. Bank job has got to wait up. He was in the back end of him there. He's got to wait up, bank job. If he doesn't, then he will get a penalty at the end. That's the thing. Ill Factor 3 is obviously for Jacko. S-Boy coming across Ballboy a bit. Ballboy down the inside. No way is he going to try and complete a double move here. Ballboy down the inside. There's more from wing contact though. Has he got around the outside? Yes, he has. Absolutely brilliant. But we have to consider... We do have to consider bank job has got from wing damage from ramming into the back of Jacko a couple of corners before. I think S-Boy... yeah, bank job is letting S-Boy through there. Pelly's gone on inters. The rain's easing up, but this is too early for inters, I'm sorry to say.
Surely not. Oh yeah.
Keep an eye on his keep an eye on his delta. Keep an eye on his time. Rain has definitely eased off though. I think Jack Meyer did say it was going to be first half of the race. So.
And he's already regretting his tyre change.
I don't know, you know. Is he catching Mads?
That's gone. That's gone. It's gone. No, Mads is catching O'Stevens. Or O'Steven.
Yeah, but these tyres are surely got to warm up.
But Jacko's now on the back of Pelly, with Pelly running those inters. Although, tell you what, Jacko's struggling more on the wets than Pelly is on the inters.
Mads down the inside, however, on O'Steven. He's going to try and commit this down the inside. O'Steven's got to give him room. He's overshot the corner, Mads. And O'Steven not really getting the traction down. Mads still on his inside. Oh, Stephen trying to fight control of the car. He's had to be forced wide. He's just fighting too much in that car. And he dives it down the inside. That's late and ball. That's sadly a move uncompleted there. Mads has got that move done by quite a way now, as everyone starts to spread themselves out. However, Pelly and Jacko keeping around 1.5 seconds here. This gap, I think the delta is turning towards the inters. Be interesting to see if any of the leaders pit coming through.
Yeah, I reckon it's time for the inters, but I thought the rain would have eased off a bit more.
But don't trust us in the commentary box. Trust your engineer out on track. Don't trust us because I've had a tendency of ruining people's races before.
Yeah, I really don't understand what's going on here. Maybe Jacko just struggles on the wet tyres as it is, but...
It's a second, it's not really closing in. We'll just see, I think Pelly will be getting to pull away within the next 2 or 3 laps, I would say.
Be right back.
Okay. So I cut on board with Glock, however. Glock leading the way, 5 seconds, the gap. 2 Niels in second. Deneen in third. Was catching Niels at quite a rate, but that sadly has died off a bit. Possible battle now developing for 4th place. Out on track. However, Jacko and Pelly are going side by side through the second sector here. Pelly on the inters, Jacko on the wet, and I don't think Pelly has got those inters, but Jacko could try it down the inside. He's going to back off in the conditions, I think. He knows, I think, those tyres are probably going to go off sooner rather than later compared to Pelly's tyres. We are 1/4 distance through the race. Is that Storm coming in? It is Storm coming into the pits. Interesting pits. That's one of the front runners coming in. Storm from 4th place coming into the pits. And that is a set of Inters out in his Mercedes garage. We cut back on board though in the meantime with Pelly going around the outside, trying to defend the outside line. Jackal's got to be very, very careful here. On the wet tyres, he does it up the inside. He's got the car parked beautifully there. Jackal doing a very nice attacking job there, but Pelly's now up the inside on the Inters. This is surely going to end badly for him, and it has. He's gone wide. I knew committing the overspeed into the corner there, that was going to happen. And Jackal beginning to pull away. Pelly is struggling a little bit. Not sure if he's got front wing damage, or if it's just purely him struggling on the intermediate conditions here. Meanwhile, Superhero, the returning Superhero, now being caught by Ballboy for 6th place. Ballboy now really fighting the car. He's run miles wide there. Goodness me. Running off the polystyrene board, crashing into the polystyrene board on the right-hand side there. What's the polystyrene board ever done to you, Ballboy? Ballboy, though, is now a second off. That is S-Boy also running in the background, so we could see an interesting battle develop here for Thingy. Pelly has now dropped off Jackal, so maybe it is still wet out on track. As we have I do believe we have got a little break in the action, so let me check the comment section for anybody that is tuning in late to this action. Of course, you missed Glocky set a very nice lap on the drives, 30.8. And that is Keelan in the chat. Evening. I expected you to get mortal on your birthday. Well, you'll be getting yourself mortal tonight by watching the wet action that is happening tonight here in America. 1 lap 8, the Glock leads, Neil's second, Deneen in 3rd place. Glock is doing a Montana. Yeah, he is doing a Montana, but I think it's probably down more to the conditions rather than him as a person here. Storm is closing in, however, on Bank Job. Now, that is interesting because I think the delta time is now coming. Bank Job has realised that he was being caught. He's into the pits in the Ferrari. Will Billy come in? Yeah, Billy's came in. That's a 10-second time penalty. What? Oh, come on. We saw that with Deneen. I'm sorry, that needs taking off. That is absolutely ridiculous. Fix your game, for God's sake. Oh, my God. Glock, though, Ballboy trying to close up on Superhero. S-Boy is fighting the car well in behind. Mads as well has pitted for a set of Inters, it appears. Pelly not really closing in on Jacko. I think it is the crossover period between the wets and the Inters. We should be dry, I would think, by around about, I would say, halfway through this race. 16 to 18, I think, is the fair play, I think, on these tyres. Action has been spread out, waiting for the other pit stops to be completed and each other to reel one another in. Indeed. 3 wide, though. Oh, and Billy losing control of the wets. Billy losing control of the wets. I think it's now time for intermediates, possibly. Somebody has spun in sector 2. Not sure who that is. I think it might have been old Stephen because he's just lost 2.5 seconds to Bank Job there. Running very close together. This battle has suddenly developed from nowhere though. 6th, 7th and 8th. Superhero Ballboy. And again, Ballboy just getting caught on that back end. Onto lap 9. Glock not feeling it is time to pit. Deneen, however, feels it is time to pit. And the championship leader has pitted very early here, I think. I think it's a lap too early, to be honest. I'm not sure. How are the other guys in behind going to react? Superhero's in and S-Boy's in. So they are reacting as well to this. So quite a differing strategy here between wet and the Inters. We've got about half the field now going on Inters, half the field on wet, so it is going to be interesting to see the delta times come down and the interval times come down for that matter, as well as Glock still leads by 5.8 seconds. He is extending that gap. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. It's old Stephen that's round at the double right hand, at the triple right hander. Ghosting system has worked an absolute treat there. Billy's off as well. Oh, goodness me, losing control of the tyres here. I'm not sure if there's been contact with anybody. Jacko taking it quite slow. I'm not sure if he's in AI mode or purely if that's the tyre. That is the tyres. And Pelly now going around the outside of him. Jacko's going to try and defend this down the inside, I think. He brakes in time for the corner. Pelly's going to be around the outside, I think. Tries to do the up and under. He's going to have to go around the outside of him here. Jacko giving him room. Pelly's done it around the outside. That's a brilliant move by Pelly. He should begin to pull away now. Those wets are now beginning to fade on Jacko. He's been on 4 laps on those wets, and they are really beginning to fade off quite comprehensively now, as old Stephen has pitted for a set of inters as well. He's going to be coming out behind Billy. We've still got 15 drivers going, which I think is pretty much an all-time record here for B-League here tonight. At least leaders in, and Deneen on the back of Ballboy trying to go down the inside of turn 15. He's now going around the outside. He's got them run off. It is definitely inters now. It is definitely inters. Glock in, Neil's in. I think they've been told by their engineers that they're coming in. So Jack Meyer has got to pit in. Ballboy might get a double stack here in the McLaren. The McLaren garage might double stack. Glock, however, is going to be out in front by an absolute mile. He is out in front by an absolute mile. Neils has only been released, and Deneen has jumped him. Deneen is up to second. And how's Rocco going to play in on this as well? I think Storm is going to play on this. He's going to be out in fourth, relevant to pitting a lap early. Rocco's going to be fifth, Jack Meyer sixth, and Ballboy has jumped Superhero. No, he hasn't. Superhero has jumped Ballboy, and in fact, S-Boy has jumped Ballboy as well. So Ballboy is going to be coming out in ninth place. Everyone spreading themselves out a little bit, and that's why the intermediates are now taking effect. 151.6 set there by now Pilly. As we see Storm, but right on board with him in broadcast cam. Glock 5.6 seconds ahead of Deneen. Deneen on a lap fresher tyres, however, so he has got those tyres warmed up quite well indeed. Neil's in third and Storm in fourth. Keep saying knees instead of Niall. I keep saying knees instead of Neils. Goodness me. Jackal, though, is going to be coming out, I think, ahead of old Stephen here. Let me just confirm this. Yep, he's going to be about 4 seconds behind Billy coming out the pits. So that's really the rundown of what's been going on. If you're just tuning in, welcome to TFRL B-League Round 18 of the Championship. Billy picks up a 3-second time penalty as you join in. Glock first by 5.6 seconds from Deneen in second, Neil's in third. So at the minute, the Championship is going to be going to that... to Mexico, of course, and it may even go further than that into Brazil for round 20. Who knows? Mads, however, on the back, he's really losing the tyres now. Is the rain stopping out on track? It's pretty light compared to what it has been in the past. And I think Mads on the 2-lap fresher tyres compared to Billy, on the intermediates compared to Billy, just beginning to lose the time a little bit. Maybe the tyres overheating in these drying conditions. I wouldn't say it's definitely not dry yet. Wait until DRS is enabled until you pit in for dries, because you don't want to be listening to me because I've ruined people's races before. So I've already said. But Glock 5 seconds out in front. Deneen second, Neil's in third. Storm, much fresher tyres. Matt's not getting the run off the corner as he expected. Jacko's beginning to reel him in here, actually. Matt's got damage. No, he's just taking it easy in the conditions, I think. Jacko, though, is not taking it easy. He is hunting him down quite a lot. Oh, Billy's crashed! Billy is spun by himself there. Billy spins by himself on the inside. Didn't see the spin, but we saw him on the left-hand side of the track with the front wing flying. He's got left side end plate damage there, and he's into the pits. So Billy, quite unfortunately, is now going to be down in 15th, but you never know. That could still be a point-scoring position compared to what we've seen. Front wing is being thingied, and Billy is going on softs. That is too early. That is way too early. He's going to be struggling, and honestly, he might even retire at this race now. I think unless he hasn't got another set of inters there. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, as I get a food and drink delivery. Thank you very much. And predictably, Billy has spun on the softs, and Billy, if I was you, I'd retire, mate. I'd honestly retire. There's no chance you getting back into this now. So frustrating. I think he must have had one less set of intermediate tyres compared to possibly the whole field. So unfortunately for him, Glock is going through sector 1. He's just been lapped, actually, or he's just about to be lapped by Glock. He's going to pull off to the side of the road. And I think that is probably his race over. And it is. Yeah, he retires out prematurely. His AI is going to be coming across track. This is going to be quite dangerous. Get out the track, AI! Get out the track! Get out the track! Oh, he should be off track now, hopefully. Oh, Storm, please, please. Pull off track, please. Pull off track. Billy's AI is off track, I do believe. He's pulled off to the right-hand side, and he just came back on. Oh, and his AI has stopped in a very, very awkward position. I think purely because the drivers are coming round here. Billy's car might now start to go, but I think it's gone from the right-hand side of the track as we look on board with bank job. Oh my God! Really? He leaves the session, and that is a glitch, and that's a VSC being deployed because of that. Jacko has just got past Mads in the nick of time as well, though, I think. So Jacko's gone past Mads. I'm not sure if that was under the VSC or if he just completed the move prior to that. Glock leads by 6.1 seconds, Deneen second, Neil's in third. Not many changes. Superheroes closing up to Jack Meyer under the VSC, but I think it's mainly because the delta time of Jack Meyer being in the red rather as opposed to the green. I think looking at Mads' speed, we are about to start getting racing here. Just be wary, of course, that Billy's AI might be still on track. I do believe it is ghosted, so be wary. That is all I'm saying. Be wary, as we have side-by-side action. I think under the VSC restart, Mads was trying to get Jacko alongside, side-by-side.
This was awkward. I've been sitting here for the past 5 minutes, had my mic muted, but everything I was saying was corresponding to what you were saying. So it was like we were having a conversation.
No, I definitely didn't hear you, and I'm certainly pretty sure that the viewers didn't hear you either.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Oh, Neil's picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's through the right-hander. That's essentially through the Beckett section of the chicane.
Yeah, I reckon it's gone green as he's coming through there, so the pace has suddenly picked up and he's just...
It's gone green about 5 seconds before he got that 3-second time penalty, I do believe, so... I've had a food and drink delivery. It's absolutely brilliant.
That was absolutely bizarre from the AI there with Billy's hub, but virtual safety car could have stayed out a little bit longer.
Has his car actually gone off track now?
Yeah, it has. That's what's caused us to go green.
Good. Glock leads though. 4.8 seconds, and is trying to reel in as the rain still trickles down here. I do believe we are going to go dry lap 2021, I think. Similar to last night, actually.
Yes.
Deneen second, Neil's in third. All a little bit boring. Out on track. How's the first half of the race gone from your perspective? I know you haven't been here the last couple of laps, but...
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have, but...
Yeah, I was watching on the stream. You saw my comments. You even read
I
them
did
out.
see your comments, yeah. Well, how's the first half of the race gone? Are you disappointed by Ball Boy? He started 16th. He's down in 9th. Do you think the wet conditions are really not playing into his effect tonight?
Oh, wagon wheel. So...
Oh, I've got wagon wheel over there
it's
as well.
a bit difficult because Jack Mears doing a really good job here. Really good job. And I'm just surprised Ball Boy's not matching that.
Ball Boy, I think he's always had a tendency to be quicker in the dries than compared to the wet, and I think that's purely what we've seen here tonight. But still, 14 drivers going round. It's all spread out a bit, so there's hardly going to be any contact out on track. Rocco possibly catching Storm, however.
Ball Boy's catching S-Boy.
And I do believe, actually, as S-Boy's just picked a 3-second time penalty. I'm watching on board with Ball Boy, and he is just losing a little bit more time.
No.
2.1 seconds. Bank job picking up a 3-second time, but it's all at the same section. That corner that I mentioned with Niels. That's why they're picking it up.
Storm's starting to feel the pressure.
It's 1.7 seconds. Yeah, Rocco's on 3-lap pressure tyres comparison to Storm. 1.7 seconds. It's not enough. Ball Boy is closing in on S-Boy, by the way. 1.3 seconds. Beginning to close down the gap now. It's all a little bit quiet now out on track. Hopefully it builds to a very, very good end. Halfway through though, Glock leads 3.7 seconds. That gap is coming down. Deneen's caught a second in this lap. Glock sets fastest lap, but watch out for Deneen. There you go.
Yeah.
He's a second quicker. Neil's in third as I take a drink.
Takes a swig of water.
Of iron brew with ice.
Ice and brew.
Bullboy now within a second of S-Boy. Could see a move. 7.5 tenths, 6 tenths, closing down. Bullboy's got 90% ERS at his disposal as well, but of course, because it's wet conditions, that is not going to be used up as effectively as it would, of course, in the thingy. Storm picks up a 3-second time penalty, that's crucial. Well, just came on board with Bullboy and S-Boy now, but get Race Director up now, and once Bullboy... What?
We just jinxed each other. We both said crucial exactly the same time. That was crazy.
Get Race Director up though, and then give us a penalty update, possibly on the top 10.
Oh,
and I think we can do this now.
On it.
Deneen, by the way, has closed another 6 tenths on this lap.
Oh yeah, you do it another way, don't you? Click on their names.
Oh, I will just commentate on this for the minute though, because Bullboy is right on the back of S-Boy. Could see a move here for 8.
I'm watching. I'll come back to the penalties in a minute.
Bullboy, is he going to dive it down the inside?
Oh,
Oh, S-Boy moving across there, I think.
That so very nearly could have been
But he
worse.
gets the move done. I think S-Boy realised he was just coming across a little bit. I don't think he realised until Bullboy was alongside him. S-Boy was going to juke to the inside to go into the corner. He's got the move done. Those tyres are beginning to wear off, I think, as well. Bullboy now pulling away. That's what I've just literally got on board with. Rocco lost time though out of the final corner there, losing about a 10th. Blue Sky's now starting to break above, by the way, so if that could be an indicator of it turning dry in about 5 laps time, which I expect it to. Or at least before the end. Penalty update though.
Oh yeah.
As Rocco picks up a 3-second time penalty, so there's a penalty update right there.
Glock's got one. Nothing for Deneen. Niels has got one. Storm's got 1, 2.
Rocco's got 2, I think.
Rocco's got 1.
Was that his first one? Oh, right.
Got 2.
Yeah, Jack Myers picked up 1 this lap.
Superhero's got none. Bullboy's got none. S-Boy's got 2. Bank Job got 1. And that's the top 10.
That is the top 10, and I don't think anybody else... If anybody crashes out in this top 10, then obviously factor in Pelly, Jacko, Mads for that final point, I would think. But I mean, it's just all a little bit easy out on track. Jack's off! Oh, he's lagging. Have you seen his lag? Oh my god.
No.
Jack Meyer.
No, he's not. He's fine.
Got a red X on my screen.
Oh yeah, he has. He's disconnected from the session.
Superhero should try and get past now. He should try and get past now. There we go. He can get past now. So I think Mr. Meyer has had a rage moment, or his sister's had a rage moment, I should say, on it, probably. Or his parents.
Bullboy's going to get past. Teammate allied teammate.
Yep, teammate. So Jack Meyer, what we said about Pelly and Jacko, looks like it's going to be coming true before the end of this race. Jack Meyer obviously falling down the field. I think he'll still be on for like 14th, I would say. All very, very quiet though out on track.
Yeah, interesting point though. Rocco's just not catching Storm.
Possibly down to the conditions, but it looks to me as if the rain might be getting just a little heavier.
Yeah, did you see my comment about the weather earlier
No, I didn't.
on the stream?
I didn't.
Have a look.
Can we have a look now?
And
While
read
we,
it out,
Oh, there we go. Mr. Meyer has left.
I can't remember exactly what I said, but I know it was great.
Air
Your
and
poor
track
boy
temps
on
are
jet.
increasing, causing the track to dry. This is the crucial factor into the intermediate tyres becoming beneficial. I do believe
earlier.
that's what he
That
said.
was when we started seeing everyone going onto the inters. Everyone was going onto the inters because the track temperature was being risen by the air temperature, causing the track to dry, but with it still raining. Someone's having a mare.
Oh, Mr. Meyer has joined us back. Is that has he started his has he restarted his Fortnite update by any chance? If we can get an invite out to him, if he can join back, that'd be much appreciated. If you can come in on that, actually.
Someone dropped though.
Bank job.
No, bank job.
Bank job.
Yeah.
He lost it coming. He's got caught on the curb, I think, losing out the thingy. Dryline forming, possibly going through the triple right-hander.
I'm not right on board with Pelly and have a look. Neil picks up his third penalty.
Yep, or second, I think. I'm not sure. Deneen, however, less than 3 seconds off Glock, so that means Deneen's going to be getting the win, and it'll be his 7th win, I do believe, of the
And
season.
he's coming down as well.
Gap is coming down. 2.7 seconds. I'm going to monitor that. Go on board with the leader, actually. Let's go on board with Glock. See how he's coping in these conditions. Spray still coming off the tyres. There is definitely a dry line starting to form in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust this, though. Wait until DRS is enabled before you pit. You don't want to be listening to me.
Anyway.
Yeah, yellow flag sector 1, sector 2. Is that Mads by any chance? No?
No, it's bank job again.
Oh dear. So I'm 10 lap all inters, so that's quite
He's
interesting.
pulling off here, I think. Yeah. This
he
is
giving up?
bank job's race over. Yep, he's
Yeah, he's going to crash out, isn't he? He's going to try and get... Might be the funniest moment you might
he
see
gave up.
all race. That was just a complete fail. He didn't get enough speed going into the wall there. Goodness me.
Right,
His AI
let me just
though
try and do.
is going to come on track. Just going to be wary of this.
No, I think it's cleared itself. Oh no, he's pulled off in a very sensible place actually.
Yeah, if he leaves the session, I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes a VSC again.
No, because his thingy's car was on the left-hand side.
Sudden battle that's developed. Superhero and Bullboy.
Oh yeah.
6th and 7th out on track.
I'd say Superhero's had a mistake because I don't think that gap was 10 seconds before.
You mean 6 tenths? Not 10 seconds.
No, the gap. Yeah, no, I'm saying I think Superhero made a mistake because it wasn't 10 seconds behind front before.
Well, let me just confirm that actually. Oh, he picks up a 3-second time penalty as well.
His first penalty as well.
That's unfortunate. So I think
warnings.
he might be just over pushing the car a little bit going through the corner. Bank job saying he's a little sick. He has a headache now. Not going to race with that, and he can't concentrate
Glocks
at all.
off. Glocks off wide. Here comes Deneen, really capitalising on this now.
How far did he run out wide by? That's hardly a loss of the lead, to be honest.
He did. He ran extremely wide. It came down to
He's lost 5
1.2
tenths,
seconds, and now it's come down to 1.8. Is Glock going to pit? No. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't, because I think this rain, I'm not sure if it's getting heavier.
I think
That's
it
all
is.
Stephen ahead of them, by the way.
Yeah.
So Stephen should do the sensible thing and pull over to the side as soon as they are behind him.
Little ghost. We've got ghosting on, haven't we?
We haven't. No, well, ghostings for the collisions only. Somebody calling an ambulance. Bank job has obviously crashed out the race. Might be for him. I'm not sure.
He didn't crash out. He tried to crash out.
He tried to crash out. Yeah. Oh,
thought he'll try and do 100 mile an
Glock's
hour.
being held up by old Stephen here. Old Stephen lets him through. He's gonna let through Niels as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Deneen, I should say, not Niels. He's got to eventually let through Niels.
Yeah, going back to the whole bank job thing, he thought he was going to do 0 to 100 in a metre of gravel. It was never going to happen.
Oh dear. Ballboy's still
Like
getting
me going
close
to
to
the gym.
Superhero.
Yeah, but I think Superhero, although that gap is maintaining at about a second, I still think his wake is holding up Ballboy here, because that gap to S-Boy has just come down by half a second in 2 corners. 2 corners.
Maybe the tyres are going, I'm not sure. But then that's it.
On
If I say the
Japan, they are.
tyres are going, Storm's been on 13 lap old inters, and Rocco
Jack's AI
has
just
lost
come out the
time.
pits on the fresh set.
Has Jack
As
rejoined?
would be.
Oh no, Jack hasn't rejoined.
It's like gap come down by a second, Nexus and Deneen. Was it 2? Oh no, yeah, it came down earlier, didn't it?
Yeah, Punk Job leaves the session. There won't be VSE, I don't think. 1.6 seconds, the gap for the lead. Glock and Deneen fluctuating, and it's not really coming down. It's only closed down by 3 tenths.
It's become
5 tenths
now.
there.
Much brighter out on track.
But is it physically drying? It still looks quite wet.
Yeah, just before the triple right-hander there is a dry line. There's a dry line actually on the triple hander.
I'm actually going through sector 1 on board with Deneen, and there is a dry line now forming through there.
Yeah.
As soon as this rain stops, it'll go dry, but I highly doubt I think we're only going to get 3 laps of dries here. This is going to be a scenario where anybody that stays out in inters could be losing this win. But that's only if it stops raining.
Ballboy's fighting hard for this.
Superhero taking it quite easily.
Storm had a huge moment.
Oh,
Storm had
Stephen.
a moment, but Stephen's also retired, but Storm was left, right, 90 degrees to the circuit, and that's allowed Rocco
He's
to
lost
catch
time.
back up.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
And here comes Ballboy on Superhero as well. He's going to get a good run out of here. Look at this. Position his car perfectly in comparison to Superhero. Although he's just running a little bit deeper. Rocco's
Oh!
got that move done to the outside. There's
Desync.
decent, yeah. Yeah, that was 100% decent there.
1 bar for Rocco, I may just add. 1 bar for Rocco.
That looks fine to me.
Well, Stephen has left the session as well.
Storm got damage. He's just not taking advantage of that.
I'll tell you why I might be on 1 bar, because I'm bloody running my iPad right next to me.
Probably.
But we are 75% rest through this race. It's actually gone really quick compared to last night. Even though we had more action I think we've had more action here than we did last night. But last night went slower. I think it's because we started later.
Watch the ball back, boy. You didn't need to do that.
Rain is stopping, I think. What were you about to say there to my Ballboy? Storm
Rain is
losing time,
stopping.
however. Storm is in.
Yeah, this is going to be for ultras. Superhero
That's a
follows in
lap
and so
too
does
early.
Ballboy.
That's a lap too early.
I think this is perfect. I think
That's
this
a
is
lap.
spot on.
I swear
Rain
to
has
God,
stopped.
that is a lap too early.
Rain has. Oh, it's not stop, but it's pretty much. Yeah, it
It's
has
going to be lap
pretty much
23 or
stopped.
24, I think, rather than opposed to this lap. Rain's still coming down slightly on Ballboy's visor as I ride on board with him. Superheroes jumped him in the pit.
Ballboy's lost time. Ballboy's lost a lot of time.
But why has he lost time?
Sorry. Yeah, he has.
3 seconds. Almost as if he got stuck in the second half of his pit stop.
Yeah, that's a
Penny's
3-second
in.
loss. In fact, I'll tell you what, Superhero's out on a good compounded tyre here, actually. I think this is a good strategy from Superhero. Rather than going onto the ultras, when these super softs kick in, he'll be able to go longer.
Keeping an eye on the gap, though. I'm just keeping an eye on the gap. Storm and S-Boy, it's still inters at the minute. I think it's the next lap.
I'm going to look at the leading gap, because that's down to 1.2.
Yeah.
Then he could jump him
Ballboy
in the
closing
pit
in on
stop.
Superhero as well. Ultras on Supers, predictably closing in.
As the leaders,
Pitting
leaders are
both in.
Deneen gained so much time on the brakes. Look at that. He's
Oh, Glock really needed losing control going into the pits there. Is Niels going to
Look at
react?
the gap.
Niels is in. Everyone reacting. I think it's this lap. Everyone else thinks it's for this lap.
Do you know what Deneen's going to get in here? Deneen is going to get Glock.
Glock pits in. Ultras for Glock. Ultras for Deneen.
Deneen's out! Deneen's out in front!
No, he's not.
He is?
Yes, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. It's just glitched on my end there. Goodness me. Deneen is out in front. He has jumped Glock in the pits.
That's
I don't think we've
crucial.
seen that all season.
That's I don't even know how that happened.
That's interesting. That is really interesting. Storm, by the way, is only coming through the triple right-hander. S-Boy picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cut. Niels is out in a mile of room for third.
That corner cut penalty can go because he's got that when he's coming into the pit, so that can go.
Is that a 10-second time? Is that a 3-second time penalty?
Like that, yeah.
Billy got a
Down the outside
10-second
goes Ball
time
Boy.
penalty.
All the way down the inside on Superhero. He's lost control of the car slightly there.
He's got
Where
it.
is he? They're side by side. Running down the straight. Ball Boy's just got that
Just
slight
about.
more
S-Boy's
speed,
coming out just behind
surprisingly.
them as well.
That's fine.
Ballboy down the inside line.
Superhero
DRS
can get
enabled,
the
so
switch
everyone
back.
pitting this lap. Ballboy's got him.
Who still enters? Oh, Jack.
Jack Myers AI will be coming into the pits.
And I'm just going to
Oh,
point out Deneen's pulled
what?
away.
That's still going round.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Didn't this car pull off earlier?
Yes, I believe so.
And now it's come back on the track and is continuing. Anyway, Superhero's still there.
He is. He's on the back. He could see it down the inside, but I don't think he will do on Ballboy. Yeah.
Use the DRS here. Can you get DRS?
Coming down the straight. Yes, he will get DRS, but has he got the overspeed in that Force India? McLaren
Yeah,
against
it
Force
opens.
India running down the straight. I think Ballboy's just got too much of an advantage going into the corner, but he's only getting up to speed now going into the braking zone. Does it down the inside, nearly loses control. Ballboy keeps it around the outside though and keeps the position. But I've got to say though, Superhero on his return has really impressed me. He hasn't lost anything compared to when he first departed. I think it was halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Been quite impressive from him. Given that I think he's had hardly any or no practice as well.
Also true.
3-second time penalty. He was just
not right. That
outside
could
of
be
track.
removed.
I think he was just outside of track limits. I was on
He
board
was
with
on the
that.
curb. He stayed on the curb.
He stayed on the curb, but his left front decided to drift over. Yellow flag sector 2.
Deneen's just had a minor error there, I think.
Mads has let the leaders through. That might be why.
Yeah, that's what it is. That makes sense.
No DRS either for. Sorry, Deneen got DRS down that straight from Mads' AI. From Mads' lap car.
Yeah.
All spicing up here into the final laps. Jack Myers' AI, by the way, has come in. Yeah. He should be coming out ahead of Mads, but he will be finishing 12th.
For a fresh set of inters.
1.6 seconds. Now,
And of course, joking.
Deneen is only 13. Oh.
What?
I thought Glock was having a bit of a mare there. I thought he was making a mistake.
Deneen fastest lap.
He's gone
Block
quicker.
beats it.
He's gone quicker, but he hasn't closed in the time. I don't get that. That's probably I know why. DRS down the straight.
Yeah.
And Niels has just gone quicker. Superhero keeping on the back of Ballboy. I'll skip on board with that. Ballboy's doing well considering.
Two penalties came through there.
I think that was Glock and Mads getting penalties, I do believe. So if that's the case, I think Deneen's going to win it out on track, given that he's got all similar penalties to Glock. I'll confirm this now. I'll go on board. Deneen has got... Deneen's only got 2 warnings. Glock has got 3 penalties. That's not ideal.
Closing in on Ballboy. Ballboy's tyres probably starting to go already.
So just not getting up to gear on the revs, actually.
Ballboy's gone wide.
Ballboy's had to cut the corner.
I'd give that place back.
Oh, Superhero down the inside. He's going to defend this on the Super Softs. Oh, very close. And he could still get him here. He's down the inside now. He's got the car 3/4 alongside. Now he's down the inside. Has he gone wide though? No, he hasn't. Ballboy lets him through. I think he must have heard you there. I think he's let him through.
Oh, who's that? Oh, one of the alphas in the background.
That was S-Boy.
Yeah.
One of the
Watch for
alphas in the
the,
background. One of the Saubers, of course, in the background there. Ballboy's trying to go down the inside and Superhero! Oh, Superhero just coming into the corner a little bit. Bit unsighted going through the corner, I think.
Niels is catching, oh, that's not him in front. Sorry, I thought that was...
Oh, Ballboy down the inside of Superhero! He's got the car parked! He's got it!
For now.
For now, is Superhero surely not going to try and up and under? No, he's running out wide. He's getting caught out on the marbles there.
Ah, he's done it again. That's wide. That's
and again.
3 seconds.
Oh dear.
Oh. It'll probably be a warning.
S-Boy's catching. 1.2 seconds off. This is all going to come down to the final couple of laps. Deneen on course for his 7th win here in TFRL B League, and set to extend his championship by 10 points. Sorry, might be about 10 seconds come the end of the race actually. Mr. Myers AI is still doing a sterling job in 11th place.
For now.
For now, yeah, might as well be closing them in.
Watch for Superhero on Ballboy.
Jack's AI is beginning to pull away, I think. He is.
Ultras.
Jack, are you in charge? Superhero might have a run on Ballboy here. But we saw last time around, or a couple of laps ago, that he didn't get the run off. He's only getting up to speed coming the end of the straight. That's Storm ahead. Storm could be quite vulnerable here if these three begin to get catching him.
Yeah, I think Storm's really starting to struggle on those tyres now.
He pitted the same lap as Ballboy, of course, so keep on board. Ooh. That's by just briefly losing time out the corner, exit of the corner. 1.5 seconds, that gap is just maintained. Even if Glock had no penalties, then I think Deneen would be... This boy is flying.
Oh, Superhero nearly into the back of Ballboy there as well.
Is he going to get a double toe? Is this boy going to get a double toe? He's that's the fastest lap of the race. Is he going to get a double toe? Again, he's not catching. Superhero though down the inside. We'll take this from S-Boy's perspective. Superhero's down the inside. Ballboy trying to keep it around the outside. Superhero's got it. 6th place from the returning Brett, Ballboy and S-Boy. Right on the back end, going through the S section. We're on the penultimate lap here with the race. S-Boy nearly into the back of Ballboy. Goodness me, clipping the back end there. Bit of a scrunchy noise from the front end. There's no front wing damage, quite luckily there for S-Boy. But surely any chances of catching Superhero might have gone out the window.
Watch as the Alpha will get a really good toe down here though.
He will get a double. He will get a toe, but is he close enough? I don't think he is. That straight's just going to run off. Gap lead was briefly coming down there, 1.2 seconds. We're on the final lap. Deneen, Nexus, Glock, and Niels, your top 3 as it stands. We're still on board with this mid-pack battle though. Superhero, Ballboy, and S-Boy, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I've got to say, Rocco's had a very silent race there in 4th. Storm as well in 5th has had a silent one. Yeah. Oh, S-Boy's wide. He's got no chance now. He's going to be booked for 8th. Gap for the lead was just under a second there.
It is. Do you know what? As soon as you went I was like, it is coming down. It is.
Glock now really trying in the ERS, but he has got 3 seconds. He's got 9 seconds worth of penalties, so it's not going to be affected. I think he's going to get 2nd. I think Niels has obviously got penalties. Deneen, yeah, I think Deneen is going to have this. He's going to extend his championship lead. Keep an eye out on Niels, however. Pelly picks up another 3-second time penalty as Ballboy's made a move on Superhero. I'm not sure if he ran wide there coming out the S section. Could cut back on board though. Keep an eye on them both. Oh, I'm actually going to cut back on board with this. Superhero down the inside, very late on the brakes. That's brilliant. That is brilliant move. Deneen though is coming round the final corner. I'll cut back on board as soon as I can. Deneen is coming round the final corner to win here in America. Deneen extends his championship lead. Glock sets the fastest lap of the race with a 35.5 on the final lap. Niels is going to come across the line in 3rd, and that maintains.
Oh, contact there. Where's S-Boy? Watch for S-Boy. S-Boy could get in on this.
Jacko 3-second time penalty. Jack Moyer's AI has beaten Mads. Bullboy down the inside. Very late. Brilliant move. Oh, that is sensational. Bullboy on the final lap. Brilliant move down the inside, using them ultras to great effect there. Deneen wins, Glock second, Niels in third. Rocco's going to be across the line in fourth. Who's going to get the pick out of this? Superhero really pushing the car. He's going to try and go for a dive bomb here. This is late. He's going to back off it. He could be vulnerable to S-Boy here. Bullboy across the line in sixth. He gets fifth on penalties and they maintain the positions. So Bullboy only gains a position there. Storm's sixth. Superhero seventh. S-Boy in eighth. Pelly is going to be coming across the line in ninth. And Jackal's actually going to be picking up a respectful point once again.
Point. Wow. As Superhero into the back of Storm.
Pelly nearly losing control of the car through the final two corners there, and Pelly again losing control of the car. And it's wide. But that is the American Grand Prix over and done with. Jacko running wide at final two corners. Is he going to stop before the line and do some donuts? No, nope. He just wants to get on with it. He finishes. Oh, and he nearly got ninth actually. That was 1.7 seconds off at the end there. With the penalties.
It was.
So that is the B-League race, round 18, over and done with. Everyone drove a great race there.
Yeah, indeed.
If there were any incidents, of course, send them in, but I think that might be one of the best races of the season. Purely because of cleanliness rather than anything else. Who didn't?
Deneen.
Deneen didn't get a penalty. You only got 2 warnings, I think, on the way around. Reached the end here in TFRL B-League, round 18 of the championship. So Deneen extends his championship lead by another 10 points to Niels. I think I make that out as 50 points, I think, going into next week. 241 to 192. It's 49 points gap going into next week. Glock obviously splits both of them out on track tonight. Rocco has finished in 4th. Bullboy finishes 5th. Storm in 6th. Superhero on his return in 7th. Good drive from him. S-Boy in 8th. Pelly in 9th. Jacko in 10th. Jack Myers AI beats Mads for that final for the final bragging rights spot there. Jack Meyer, Mads 11th and 12th. Well, Stephen Bankjob, Billy and Dynamic also race with us tonight. Elliot, before we end the stream, of course, who would you drive of the day?
Superhero.
Superhero?
Actually, to be honest, Deneen.
I'm going to give mine to Deneen, yeah. I mean, Bullboy from 16th as well needs a big shout out. It's fine. It's fine. I will conduct some interviews. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Evening. Bullboy, 5th place from 16th, doing your traditional disqualification tactic at the end of qualifying there. Talk us through what happened both in qualifying and in the race, because we did see you have quite a good battle there with Superhero.
Oh yeah, so first of all, qualifying. I were to start, I think, 5th or something, but I decided to give myself a challenge again, start from last with my teammate, and yeah, first lap, took it very cautiously, and that was on purpose, because last time I nearly got wiped out by Billy, because he had a bit of a moment, so yeah, I picked up only like 3 or 4 positions, and although that's good, it could have been better, because I know my teammate managed to get about 10, it seemed, into you know, the first couple of laps. But yeah, just settling in, and then getting past a few guys, and then of course I knew Superhero was struggling a little bit, so call up to him, and unfortunately, and fortunately for him, he pitted at the right time, and of course with my teammate pitting slightly ahead of me, of course I had a 1 or 2 second delay in the pit, so that cost me about 5 seconds, I think, with the outlap Superhero did as well on those inters, so I had to fight my way back up, and yeah, an incredible battle there at the end. I made a couple of errors which cost me a few tenths here and there, so I just kept falling back at the moment where you really want to get a move done through the DRS sections. But
Hang on. Right, continue. Go on. I was just suggesting Deneen there.
oh, okay. Yeah, despite a few wheel banging moments, which was okay because my front wing didn't come off. It was a perfect wheel touching. If there ever was a phrase.
Wheel
But
banging.
yeah, I managed. Yeah, well, you know, it wasn't. Yeah, it was just perfectly managed, and yeah, I made a move where I did, I think, the lap before, or 2 laps before, before the triple quadruple right-hander, and yeah, I knew he was gonna possibly try something in the last corner, but yeah, I covered that by just braking late and got P5 in the end, so 16th to 5th. I'll be happy with 10 points.
I think that's a job well done, I think, from your perspective there. Just regarding Superhero at the final corner there, he almost looked like he half committed going into the corner. Were you wary of that? And did you expect him to come up the inside and possibly knock you off and let S-Boy overtake you both?
Well,
if that was to happen,
yeah,
of course.
Obviously, yeah, you got to prepare for any situation. In my mind, I couldn't just think that I was going to turn through that last corner without any issues. So, and I saw the red arrow coming, so I thought, okay, there could be contact, but luckily he backed off a little bit, and that enabled me to get through the corner alright. So, yeah, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, generally I thought it was a brilliant race from pretty much every driver, pretty much, except from Billy going on the softs about 5 laps too early. But hopefully we'll improve on that, of course, for next race. So going into Mexico Mexico? Is it Mexico next week? Yes, it is. It is Mexico next week. I don't know why I thought it was something else. But you were 8th coming into the championship tonight. And I do believe you're still going to be 8th going out of tonight. How do you see your chances in Mexico? Because it is quite a demanding track, especially through the middle sector.
Yeah, turns 1 to 5 will be very interesting. I think I might not back out when I'm, well, position I'm in, of course, that is. And yeah, but of course, try and not get any damage, which I've done pretty well at, actually. And unless there's any yellow flags which prevent me from keeping those positions, like what happened in Japan, then yeah, I think I should do pretty well, unless something happens, which hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, I think, as you say, I think it was a pretty good race from you, so thank you very much for hosting as well as driving, of course.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's alright, yeah. Connection was okay, except for one person, unfortunately.
But yeah, apparently onto the connection issues, actually, except from Jack Meyer, of course. Storm has said that Rocco's posted in the PSN that Rocco could see him, could see Storm, but Storm couldn't see him. Which is quite interesting. Not sure if that was down to a lobby glitch or if that was down to an individual connection glitch. Then, of course, we will investigate it and act upon that if necessary. Deneen has never got an invite to the party. I have suggested you to the party. It's just I'm not in charge of the party. That's the thing. So hopefully that clears that.
Where's he going?
Where's he gone? I know. Where's he gone? We want to hear our race winner. In the meantime, we've got to hear from a Welshman.
Hi.
First half of that race, you look quite strong in those intermediate and wet conditions. What happened?
I know, magic.
Magic. Was it by any... What I think I said in commentary that it was probably either your sister or your parents. Is that true?
Neither of those actually. My internet just decided it wanted to kill, so just like mine. feelings right after that happened because I went through 4 invites and restarted the application to try and come back,
What?
but then it all said failed to join, so I was pissed.
Well,
my-
that is a shame because I think it's at that point you were running in 6th place.
Yeah.
So, given all the connection issues aside, where do you think you would have came if you did have a clear run of things?
7th or 8th because I knew Ball Boy was catching, and at the time Superhero didn't have any penalties, and in fact I really wanted one of those penalties to go because the second penalty I got, I had 2 warnings. I accidentally driven off wide because I sneezed.
Did I give you a
True,
3-second
I
time
can't.
penalty?
Yeah, for sneezing.
Well, we'll have a look at that. If you send the footage in, we'll have a look. Mexico next week, however, if your connection holds up, how do you think you're going to get on?
Just like America, a track I'm not really fond of, but I think I can have my element again.
Well, if it turns up wet, I think you could do quite well in Mexico, to be honest. Because you were doing brilliantly here
Yeah.
until, obviously, connection issues.
I mean, I consider that to be the best 3 laps I've ever had in a race.
Yeah, well, I think you had more than 3 laps, but I can say that you did beat Mads to the line. Your AI did beat Mads to the line, so he didn't finish last.
But I finished 11th.
11th, which is second last.
Out of the points.
Out of the points by about 40 seconds, I think it was, in the end as well. I have suggested somebody to the party, Mr. F6. I do believe it is our race winner. Storm's just put in his footage, so I'll have a reaction to this now, live on stream, while we're here. So this is to Rocco. So Rocco's obviously got a red bar, a red X next to his name, like we saw with Jack Meyer on stream. This is looking okay. So he's not physically driving the car. Storm goes up the inside. I think that's an individual connection issue there. Don't think it's anything to do with the lobby Storm. I think it's something to do with Rocco's connection. So we'll get a connection test done in the middle of the week, and we will analyse that and investigate that, of course, wherever is necessary. Deneen has joined, our race winner. 7th race win of the season, I do believe. How's the race out there?
Yeah, it was good. It was in qualifying. It was very, very annoying because my controller broke. R2 got stuck down and it just sent me straight into a wall, and I was out, and that was that.
But what, you crashed in qualifying?
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
did.
was
I watched
tired.
it.
Oh, that must have been when I went.
Yeah, my R2 got stuck.
Interesting. How'd you get on the race though? Because obviously you've won. How was the conditions out there, especially at the first half of the race?
Absolutely treacherous. Just dreadful. It's
Yeah.
like driving a boat, quite frankly.
Well, that sucks.
Do you think you could have driven a boat better than what you did out there tonight, or do you think that car was actually pretty good considering the conditions?
I'd rather row a boat.
Well, that has been possible before with Canada, of course, with the McLaren F1 team. But going into Mexico next week could be a big week for you next week as well, because you could be crowned champion of B League.
Yeah, I just need to outscore him by anything and I'll win.
Pretty much, yeah. How do you think you're going to get on around there, and what's your prediction?
I don't know. I don't really like Mexico because I cut the middle sector like there's no tomorrow, and I'll probably come out with about 50 seconds of penalties. Maybe break that minute barrier.
Well, if you come out with 50 seconds worth of penalties, I think you'll be doing a billy and getting disqualified from the result. So don't do that. Make sure you get plenty of practice in, and everyone else as well. Make sure you get plenty of practice in. That middle sector is key. If you can't cut the middle sector, you should be fine around there. So that's just some words to help you guys out on track. But thank you very much, Deneen, for your time.
Soft and mushy.
Soft and mushy indeed. That was our race winner. Of course, hard to believe that Deneen is only 13 and he produces a performance like that, and he's won 7 races this season. He is a kid going places, I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
But it's announcement time. And Elliot has had no involvement in what we've been doing for F1.
Nope.
But I can tell you that sign-ups are going to be out on Monday. Yes, sign-ups for the new season are going to be out on Monday. And I may as well be upfront and straight with it with Mr. F6.
Hi.
FRL, Mr. Ballboy 57's league, will be integrating into our league.
Okay, good.
That means more drivers, that means more admins, that means more streams. I don't see a negative about that. And the good news is, our regulations, our rules and regulations, we've been working very hard behind the scenes to redevelop the rules and regulations coming into next season. And I can tell you the sign-ups procedure that you're going to be undergoing next season. So from Monday.
I better stay as a commentator. Sorry, carry on.
That will be discussed in due course. Can't clarify. I've got contacts, so I can't clarify if you're going to be a commentator next season. Hopefully you will be.
Yeah.
But sign-ups. Obviously they're going to open on Monday. There are going to be 4 specific things that you are going to get tested on. Well, 3 specific things you're getting tested on, and 1 specific thing that we will do to help with your placements. So, listen up. Time trial times is the first one you're going to be notified on. We are going to be doing, now I think from TFRL perspective, we did Bahrain and Belgium in the dry and Brazil in the wet last season. They are not going to be counting. So Bahrain and Belgium and Brazil gone. Spain and Austria will be your 2 tracks to complete in the dry, and Japan will be the track that you get to complete in a wet time trial. Drivers should use the Mercedes or Ferrari cars to ensure that they set the best possible lap times. Have a look on the leaderboards and have a look what other people's been doing. See what cars they've been setting it in, and that will give you a guide to what car you should use for that track. So don't do a Billy for it, say for example, and use the Haas. Only use the Ferrari and the Mercedes, because we will only count those times. Once lap times have been set, drivers should send their screenshots over to either me or Ballboy initially. More admins will be announced in due course, of course. And an average time will be formed up from all 3 lap times that you do set within the time trials. So that essentially, say you set a 1:17 round Spain, a 1:03 round Austria, and a 1:40 round Japan, say for example, they all get added up, divided by 3, and that'll be your average time.
Yeah, using my strategy for GT Sport. Woohoo!
Pretty much, yeah. We like to maintain, of course, the high standards, of course, in TFRL. And this is where the next thing comes in. Connection testing.
Okay.
Connection testing, yes. We are going to be modernising connection testing this season. So instead of sending your PSN testing results, please use a website called speedtest.net. This will be a link that gets provided in both Discords. All drivers must run their connection test towards a London, UK-based server, and the screenshots of that should be, again, uploaded to me or Ballboy. You can contact us, of course, either through PSN, Twitter, Discord, anything you like. When we get the screenshots, we'll post it into a spreadsheet, and then we'll let you know, of course, what your connection speed is.
Speedtest.net must be run on the console itself, not a telephone, because Otherwise, it's completely irrelevant. Must be run on your console's browser. And also, when selecting the server to run, it must be the one that's more local to you.
So that'd be
do not,
London,
if, for example, you
the
live
majority.
somewhere. Not necessarily. So for mine, it's actually Croydon. So this is what I mean. So if for example, Croydon's closer than London, use the Croydon server. Or Bromley.
I think I think up north here it might be Newcastle. I'm not sure. I will double check that tomorrow. I think I'll double check that. But that's on top of connection testing. We're going to be having evaluation races. We're back with the evaluation races. We are hoping to commence evaluation races the week starting the 25th of March. Now, the 25th of March is, of course, 3 weeks before Easter. So we expect to run a full week of evaluation races. More details about the dates and whatever will be announced in due course.
Chocolate.
Hmm?
Easter chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah, Easter eggs. I'll be having plenty of cream eggs on that. Drivers will be allocated into their evaluation races as opposed to a first come first served basis. So this will give you a good idea of who you're going to be up against next season. So driver placements essentially will come a bit earlier compared to last season. And also in a brand new step to the evaluation race process, the fastest lap time of that you set within your evaluation race, regardless of the track, will be taken into consideration, and that will be added to your average time, and that will form as part of your driver placement. So say you set a 1:29, for example, around France, which is impossible in a race, but still, that will be added to your time trial times that you have set. And, as well as the evaluation races, this is not specifically what you're going to be tested on. This is specifically towards helping us know more about you. So we're going to be evaluating your race performances. Your race performances will be based on previous race performances within both FRL and TFRL. This, however, only applies to drivers who have raced previously. If you are a new driver, you do not have to do this process. And drivers will only be considered with their previous race performances if they have raced 50% or more of the season. And as I say, it won't count towards any new drivers or any drivers, say for example reserve drivers within both leagues. They won't be counted in as part of that. It's purely for the full-time drivers. So that's it on the sign-ups. There's a lot there. I've got it down in a document, so I will give you the screenshot for that on Monday afternoon when the sign-ups get released. I think that's all really from a F1 perspective. But Bobo, do you want to come in on what I've said there?
On what was that? Sorry, you lagged a little bit.
Didn't listen to
On the thingy. Whatchamacallit? The
What? You lagged again then?
what I've just said, the F1.
F1.
About FRL
Sign-ups.
teaming up with TFRL.
Yes, is it Monday, right? Yeah.
It is Monday, the sign-ups, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I know some. Well, I've just got a message today actually asking about sign-ups, so pretty good timing for an announcement about when that's happening. So yeah, I'll make sure to post in all the chats and everything, the FRL chats. Put the link to the sign-up forum and everything, so we get everyone who wants to race in. And yeah, testing will begin the week after Abu Dhabi, which should be
I do believe so, yeah.
hopefully in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, official dates though will be confirmed in due course. We'll be working hard on the next couple of weeks, especially to get everything sorted and to finish off the current TFRL season with 3 rounds left. And of course, Dirt Rally's been released. We're also going to be teaming up on that. So the Dirt Rally 2.0 sign-ups are out, of course. We've got 15 sign-ups so far. If you want to be a part, I will also put a link in on Monday in both Discord and Twitter and whatever else I can find where we can put stuff on.
The website when it's finally launched.
The website
Wink,
when it's
wink.
finally launched, yes. I have been in contact with somebody about getting their website set up. That is in the process of design currently. And hopefully we should get it up within a month.
Okay.
I'm going to work hard to get that, and with the guy that is going to be doing the website. It's not going to be me, it's going to be somebody else. But
That way it'll actually get done.
that way it will actually get done, and it'll give me more time to focus on uni as well. So it's a win-win.
Exactly.
But Dirt Rally 2.0, of course, that is another exciting thing. If you haven't got the game, please get it, because it looks a really good game.
If not, wait a week after it's the week after the standard edition has been launched, and then go on Amazon and you'll find it's cheaper. You're welcome.
Right, let's have a look at some of the comments, actually. When's Dirt Rally? Dirt Rally, I'll be giving more details out when I get the game on Tuesday. What happens if you just stick on the softest tyre at the end of the evaluation races to go for a quick lap? Yeah, I could be a bit flawed, so I think what we might do is just run it over. What we'll do is run it over one track in particular, and then we've got a consistent set of data for that. And then if people do set their times on different set of tyres, we'll condense it down, so we'll essentially get like a, I don't know, a soft, medium and a hard bunch, or an ultra soft, medium bunch, something like that. I think we've got a plan for everything, and that's good. Doing a lot compared to a few months ago, but still not where I need to be health-wise. Unfortunately, I can't tell yet if I can join one of the races. I hope I can. Miss racing with you guys. That is 7-7 in the comment section.
Aww.
People 7-7. Hopefully you are keeping well. 7-7. If you are wanting to watch the tomorrow's GT3 Pro and Pro-Am race, of course, they'll be live on this channel, TFRL. And as well as that, I'm thrilled to be announcing that, of course, our Classic Car League is up and running now. First rounders this week. It's going to be on this channel, so make sure you set your diaries and your phones and whatever to Tuesday, 8 o'clock. We're going to be live for the first round of the TFRL Classic Car League. And what we've decided to do is the streaming will take place on both channels, so it gains the maximum possible viewer coverage and views and whatever, and then we can run it into a shared playlist and then for your enjoyment. So that's the update on that as well. Anything else people want to say before we finish?
Pro standings for GT Sport Pro standings and investigations are still underway. Pro-Am have been sorted. Everyone's been messaged their relevant penalties. Well,
I need to message two more people about that.
Okay. And that's pretty much it.
I'll do that now. Yeah, pro standings, don't worry. By the way, if they don't come out tonight, we could get it done tomorrow morning.
True.
If needs be.
But we'll get as much as we can done tonight.
Yeah, I'll be straight away heading on to GT Sport after this.
Good stuff, I'm already there.
Bullboy, Jack Meyer, anything else you guys want to say?
No, so I think you pretty much covered everything there, so yeah.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much all of us done tonight. So, thank you very much for watching, and until... oh, if you do have any questions, by the way, about the F1 sign-ups, contact me or Bullboy directly. We'll give you more information regarding that.
Anything on the GT Sports side, contact myself or James.
Yes, preferably me, because I'm pretty much on my iPad every single day, so... Don't want to be contacting Elliot during the week because he is at work. He's a very busy bloke.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I kind of am. As much as I'd love to speak to you guys, unfortunately, I am a very busy chap.
Yeah.
Despite the great success that I had on the 21st, which James hasn't liked my post on Facebook about.
Hmm?
Ouch.
Oh,
What?
yeah. You got your probation, didn't you, for work?
Yep.
Very, very nice indeed. Thank you very much for watching, though, and until tomorrow night for Pro and Pro-Am, thank you very much for watching, and until tomorrow night, goodbye. David Coulthard, Damon Hill.